Good morning, students. Welcome to today's grammar class. We are going to discuss about collective noun in today's class. Last class we discussed about common noun and proper noun. This class we are going to begin with collective nouns. What are collective nouns? Collective nouns are words for single things that are made up of more than one person, place, animal, thing, or idea. Words like flock, crowd, and staff are collective noun examples. There are lots of collective nouns. So collective nouns, you use it for more than one person, place, animal, thing, or idea. For example, if you see a group of people, you don't have to say there are many people. You can say a group of people are walking. And if you see grapes, there are many grapes. So you don't have to say there are many grapes. You have to say bunch of grapes. So the word bunch of grapes is a collective noun. Is it clear? So here we have a list of collective nouns here. Slowly I'm going to read it out so you can understand collective noun even more better. Okay. A choir of arrows. So you don't have to say many arrows. You have to say choir of arrows, which means there are more than one arrows, which means there are many arrows. But when you're talking in English, you don't have to say there are many arrows. You have to say a choir of arrows. That is what it means for many arrows. Instead of telling many, you can say choir of arrows. Next, a range of mountains. It is a continuous stretch of mountains. You will see many mountains at a stretch. That time you should not say many mountains at a stretch. It is incorrect sentence. You have to say a range of mountains. Collective nouns. A ream of paper. A reel of film. A set of clubs. A sheaf of grain. A shower of rain. A stack of wood. A string of pearls. A flight of birds. You can see, a lot of birds flying in the evening. So you don't have to say many birds are flying. You have to say a flight of birds, which means many birds. A crowd of people. An anthology of poems. A bundle of sticks. A catalogue of prices. A chest of drawers. A nest of mice. A pack of wolves. A plague of locust. When we talk about locust, that was the latest sensational news that locust is an insect which eats the grain, which had come from Pakistan and it had entered through Rajasthan and it went to different other states and started eating all the grains and whatever was grown by the farmers. So plague of locust. So many, millions and millions of locust insect which came from Pakistan. So it had entered many places and started exploiting all the agriculture lands. But it eats all that. So a lot of locust, you got to say a plague of locust. A cloud of dust. A party of friends. A patrol of policemen, a posse of policemen, a regiment of soldiers, a staff of employees. See, in a school there are so many employees. You don't have to say many employees. You have to say a staff of employees. Next, we have a crowd of people, an anthology of poems, a horde of savage, a host of angels, a crowd of people, a gang of thieves, a bench of magistrates, a pride of lions, a school of whales, a body of men, a crew of sailors, a collection of coins, a comb of bananas, a patrol of policemen, a post of policemen, a regiment of soldiers, a staff of employees, a team of players. You should not say many players are there, you have to say a team of players, a tribe of natives, a troop of scouts, a bunch of crocs, a caravan of gypsies, a choir of singer. A group of singer you call it as choir of singer. It is choir. A class of students. You don't have to say such a lot of students. There are a lot of students. There are many students. You don't have to say. You have to say a class of students, which means there are many students. A zoo of wild animals. A bale of cotton. A basket of fruit. A batch of bread. So these are all collective nouns. Now let us see more about collective nouns. I have few more examples. Collective nouns, people, here you have animals, and here you have things. So to denote more than one person or animal or things, we use collective nouns if they are in groups. Clear? It is more than one. So here you can see some more examples. A band of men, a cast of actors, a stack of librarians, a sentence of judges, a galaxy of beauties, a bevy of girls, a choir of singers, a hack of smokers, a blast of hunters, a blush of boys, a board of directors, a circle of friends, a body of men, a bunch of crooks. Here you can see some of the animals, collective nouns, animals, a colony of girls, a brood of hens, a flight of birds, a flock of turkeys, turkeys birds, a group of guinea pigs, a litter of cubs, a kennel of dogs, a sloth of bears, a gang of weasels, an ambush of tigers, a smack of jellyfish, a distraction of wildcats, a company of angelfish. Collective nouns, things you can see now. Please repeat after me. A bunch of cakes, a bottle of milk. We see people using many milk, much milk, more milk. So incorrect. You can say a bottle of milk. One bottle of milk, two bottles of milk, three bottles of milk. So it's like that. A bowl of rice, or you can say a sack of rice, or one sack of rice. You don't have to say many rices. It is incorrect. Say a bowl of rice or a sack of rice. A box of cereal, a can of soda, a carton of milk, a cup of tea, a glass of water, a jar of honey, a jug of water, a kilo of meat, a loaf of bread. Okay, students, today we discussed about collective nouns. Let us have a quick recap. Collective nouns you will be using if it is more than one person, place, animal, thing or idea. Or you see animals in a pack, or you see a choir of arrows, or a staff of teachers, a bunch of grapes, bunch of keys. So you will be making your own collective nouns at home. Today's homework will be you will be writing 10 collective noun for person, 10 collective noun for things, 10 collective noun for animals, and 10 collective noun. Totally you can write 20 collective nouns altogether. Clear? Okay students, that's the end of today's class. Thank you. Have a nice day.